Python variables explained in 10 minutes. Let's start off by asking ourselves the question, what are Python variables? According to pythonguides.com, a variable is a named location used to store data in memory. Simply put, a variable is a container where we could use to store data in it, and we could access that data whenever we want by calling the variable by its name. Also, in order to create a variable, we need to use the assignment operator. That's all you need to know for now. Now let's get into coding. In order to create a variable, we have to give our variable a name. For my case, it's gonna be variable. And in order to assign any data to this variable, we need to use the assignment operator. Then we have to use quotes to put any sort of data in it. It might be a string or even a number. After we've done this, we could print this onto our terminal. So now let's use the print function and place our variable in the brackets. If we run this, we're actually going to be printing 1, not variable. Since variable is actually the data that's in it, we're going to be printing 1. So let's run it, see what happens. Just exactly as we predicted. We printed 1. We could even print a string. Hello. Now let's see how we could do some arithmetic operations using variables. As you know, we could use the print function to do some very cool arithmetic operations like 5 plus 5. And if we run this, we're gonna get 10. But if we put a number in our variable, so the number is gonna be 10. And if we put variable over here, theoretically, we should get 15. But we get an error. You see, the data in variable is just data. Python doesn't know that 10 is a number. In order to tell Python 10 is a number, we need to encase it into int. If you've gone through high school, you might remember that int means it's a whole number, positive number, or a negative number. If we do, if we run this program now, we're gonna get, oh, I misspelled variable. So we're gonna get 15. Now let's see how we could use user input to do arithmetic operations. I've got rid of the other variable and the print function. Now let's create two new variables. One is gonna be num1, and we're gonna use the input function, which is a way that we could use to communicate or take the user input and store it into a variable. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna ask the user a question, which they're gonna answer to. And we're gonna take that answer and store it into num1. This is gonna be a basic addition calculator. So let's finish this. Input, what is your first number? Question mark. Copy this because the other one is gonna be pretty similar to this. So Control V, change this to num2, and what is your second number? Now we're gonna use the print function to combine both these datas. Num1 plus num2. So if we run this, what is your first number? Since we're the user right now, 5. What is your second number? 10. And enter, and we got 510. So we forgot to encase this in int. You might remember that I told you that we gotta encase it into int because Python doesn't know that the input that we entered is a number. We gotta tell Python that it's a number. We do that by using int. Now that we've encased into int, if we run this, it's basically gonna be the same, but we're gonna get the answer to our arithmetic operation. So for a little change, 9 and 9. We should get 18, and that's what we got. So that's basically gonna be it for this video. Subscribe if you wanna see more awesome Python videos. See you in the next one.